Robbie Williams Rewind.
Welcome to Robbie Williams Rewind. We are the champions. I'm Matt.
And I'm Lucy.
And along with help from special guest fans, we take you on an in-depth rewind through the solo career of multi-award-winning singer, songwriter and entertainer Robbie Williams.
In today's episode, we're going to be discussing Robbie's long 90s gigs and telling you what it was like to do our face-to-face interview with Robbie in Wolverhampton.
Yes.
We've got some great guests, including the infamous Jemma from the Take That documentary, who we'll be speaking to later. But first, we're joined by Lisa from Scotland and Ellie from London, originally Italy, to talk about the long 90s gigs. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Thanks for joining us.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us.
That's all right.
no, thank you.
So, Lisa, let's go to you first. How did you become a Robbie fan?
So I was a Take That fan right from the get-go, and Robbie was always my favourite. And I just followed his career through from, straight on to his solo career, and have continued to follow him ever since.
Oh, good. And Ellie?
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah, initially with Take That, and then obviously after when he left, sadly.
Yeah.
But yeah, he all started with Take That. Yeah.
So Take That were quite famous in Italy, weren't they? But I guess they weren't famous as.
But I was already in the UK
Oh,
at that
were you?
time.
Oh, okay.
Before, yeah.
Oh, at what age did you move to the UK then?
I was 19, 20.
Right, okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And Lisa, have you got a favourite song or album?
Yeah, I do have a favourite song. My favourite song's Feel.
Yeah.
Right from the minute I heard it. Yeah, it makes me cry every time. And obviously sang it the other night as an extra in Manchester.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see for the tears.
Aww.
So yeah, that's my favourite. Yeah, it's always been my favourite.
And your favourite album?
That's a really difficult one. I could start right from Live Through a Lens, and each time one came out, I would say, "Oh, this could be my new favourite." Right up until now, like Britpop is just, I love it. I really, really, really like that. And so at the moment, I'd say that's probably my favourite. But yeah, right back to Sing When You're Winning, and yeah. I can't say really.
Yeah. What about you, Ellie?
Well, I quite like the ones that probably are not as popular anymore, like Candy and, the ones that they were really popular back then, but nowadays, I mean, you still sing them, but not as much as all the other ones. I like Feel as well. I got a little bit of it tattooed on my back.
Right.
Oh.
The bit that goes like, I got too much life going through my veins.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, I even remember what he says.
Yeah.
I got that like 20 years ago. It was 2006. Yeah. It's right at the top of my back.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And have you got a favourite album?
Not really. Like, it's just like one or two songs for each of them, but I'm very impressed by the latest one. And when it came out, I didn't like it at all.
Oh.
Right.
The first few days, I didn't like it. I kept telling my friends they all sound the same. I don't like them.
Oh.
And then, yeah, being really honest here. And then I started listening to them properly, and I really enjoy them like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Lisa, coming back to you, do you have a favourite memory or moment from your Robbie fandom?
One of the funniest moments, I think, was I can't remember what tour that was now, but he was going around in a toilet pan. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest moments in Glasgow. That was in the Scottish Exhibition Centre. But probably one of my favourite moments was just when getting really close to him, really this close at the gig last year in Murrayfield, and then these more intimate ones, the one in the Glasgow Barrowlands, and then in Manchester.
Yeah.
Those ones felt just so, like I say, intimate and real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Ellie, coming to you on the same question, a favourite moment or memory?
Memory like from the 90s. I got a few actually. I got one that I always tell people when I ended up inside the High Court with Robbie.
Oh,
right, intrigued.
And he got stopped by security because of me.
Because of you?
So it's a bit, it's a bit a long story, so I will try to cut it short. But he was meant to go to the High Court, and I think we all know why.
Right.
And we knew he was going. And I don't know how it works today, but back then it was like a public thing. So you could get in, like 15, 20 people, no more. But you couldn't bring in any camera, obviously. So opposite on the other side of the road, it was like a loft license that he knew how to make money. So you could use that as a deposit for your camera. But for some reason, I decided not to, and to keep my camera in my backpack. So me and my friend, we walked in, and it was like the same thing that you have at the airport. So conveyor belt, security thing, and Robbie was in front of us, and he placed his backpack on the conveyor belt, and I placed mine as well. And one of the two security guy turned around to the other one, like probably saying something like, "Stop it, because there's something inside." And they saw my camera. Like, I'm quite confident they saw my camera. But for some reason, the other guy got Robbie's backpack. So Robbie stopped, and I got mine, and I walked past.
Oh, God.
So I managed to get in with my camera. Obviously, I was not meant to use it, and I didn't use it, but I wanted to keep it in my bag. So he got stopped there, and I thought that was kind of funny back then. But yeah,
That is funny. That is a definitely unique story.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Did he know that you were a fan behind him?
Oh yeah, he knew because then when we got in, I remember that day he was supposed to be on, like, now I call it like a Zoom call. Back then probably it was just a video call. I don't remember the correct technical name. He was supposed to be on a video call with either Nigel or one of the Take That. They were someplace else. I can't remember. I just remember that call did not happen that day.
Yeah.
And it was like 15 or 20 of us sat at the very back on the left-hand side. That's my really vivid memory. And he was getting really bored, so much that at a certain point he got up, probably wanted to go just outside or to the loo, I don't know. And once he was like nearly at the door, he turned around and he looked at us like, you know, that face that says, "Oh, I wish I wasn't here, you know, I can't take it." And obviously we couldn't say anything, we couldn't laugh, we couldn't do anything at all, because again, I mean, it was the High Court, it was a courtroom. But yeah, and then he left with the lawyer, and that's it. Yeah, at the end of it. Yeah.
God, that is really interesting.
Yeah.
You've met him on a few other occasions, haven't you?
Yeah, it just in the 90s it was just different.
Yeah.
It was just, you had so many chances, and if it was in a good mood, obviously, you could get the chance to have a chat. And I was never one of the kind of hysterical ones. I always probably could just die inside and scream inside. But in front of him, I was almost like, very friendly and calm. And I also thought that was the only way you could just have a proper chat, because at the end of the day, he's a human being. And we all knew that he didn't like, you know, screaming fans outside his flat or hotels, or even when he was walking in the street. Mm-hmm. If you wanted to have a chat, the only way was just keep calm, basically. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
God, I think we could probably talk to you for hours about
Well, I got a few, but yeah, give some space to Lisa.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's got a lot to say.
Oh, we know
It's
we
okay.
know that Lisa's got a good story
yeah, we've
for
got some
us.
stories lined up with Lisa. So, Lisa, coming back to you, what does Robbie mean to you?
My goodness, lots of happy memories, sad memories, friends, places, atmospheres, and just a lot of his lyrics. Obviously, I had Angels was actually my wedding dance song. And yeah, I think a lot of his songs resonate with you as well. So you just feel like it just feels like someone you know, and he feels like home, and he feels comfort. Yeah. Just love him.
Oh, thank you.
As do all my family.
Oh, yeah. And Ellie?
Yeah, I totally align with what she just said. I always say, in 30 years, you change your friends, someone moves someplace else, you get married, you get a divorce, you get boyfriend, you move house, everything changes, but Robbie's always been there.
Yeah.
It's like a constant thing. It sounds a bit extreme, but it's like part of family, really. And he's always been there. And yeah, a lot of things change. You change job, you change country, but no, Robbie's always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
Mm.
So should we talk about the long 90s gigs?
Yeah.
Okay, so these were announced while Robbie was on stage playing his Dingwalls gig on the 10th of October, which was obviously the date the album was initially meant to be released. He played Glasgow Barrowlands on Wednesday the 4th of February, which was the same venue he played on his first solo tour, The Show Off Must Go On, in 1997. It has a standing capacity of 1,900 people.
Then came Liverpool Olympia on Friday the 6th of February, the date the album was later due to be released after the move to avoid Taylor Swift's album. It has a capacity of 1,100 people, making it the smallest venue of these four shows. He originally played the Royal Court Theatre in Liverpool in 1997, but that venue seemed to have theatre shows already booked around the same time.
He played Brixton Academy on the 8th of February, which is the first time he's ever played there, I believe. It holds 4,921 people, which makes it one of the largest of the shows that he did. On his 1997 tour, he'd played the Hammersmith Palais, which held 2,500 people, but that venue closed in 2007.
And then he played Wolverhampton Civic Hall on Monday the 9th of February, the same venue he played in 97, and it holds 3,500 people. The building was renovated in 2023 and holds about 500 more people than it did in 1997.
And then an extra show was announced in Manchester on Friday the 27th of February at Aviva Studios, which holds 5,000 people. And the Aviva Studios is where Coronation Street used to be filmed. It's like an old TV studio lot. And they've basically, I think Coronation Street moved and they've put these new studios in. And that gig was in aid of War Child for Brits Week. And before Robbie came on stage, we actually had a guy called Rob Williams from War Child, who I think they said he was
CEO of War Child.
Yeah, the CEO of War Child is called Rob Williams. And he came on and he said that Robbie's gig had raised more money from one gig for War Child than any other War Child gig ever. And that War Child has now raised £8 million for the charity from all the various gigs that they've done over all the years. So that's quite impressive.
It was a big buzz for Manchester, wasn't it, with that? And then obviously, we may well talk about, are we talking about the Brits in this episode?
I suppose we could talk about the Brits, couldn't we?
Yeah.
So Lisa, tell us, which of the gigs did you go to?
In 1997 or...
Oh, well, you could tell us that as well, yeah. Why don't you tell us about 97 and the latest gigs?
Go to current day.
Okay. So, yep, my first Robbie gig was 1997, and that was in the Glasgow Barrowlands. I believe it's the 10th of October.
Oh
10th
yeah,
of
probably
October, I
sounds
think.
about right. Yeah.
I went with what was then, and well, she still is, my best friend, and we just had an absolute blast. It was just absolutely surreal. We were at the front, and to see Rob on his own, and yeah, so close and so intimate. Like you said, it holds less than 2,000 people.
Yeah.
Just what a night it was. And then, you know, my story about the backstage pass that I got, I think, on the way out.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah.
let everyone know about that.
So I was just leaving the Barrowlands to go downstairs, and there was a chap, and he said, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "What is it?" And it was an access all areas backstage pass to meet Robbie. And if you had asked me anything then and now, if there was anything that you could do, what would it be? It would be to meet Robbie. So we went to the stage door, and I was like, "I've got this," you know, and they said, "Right, has your friend got one?" And we were like, "No." And they said, "Well, sorry, it's only you that can come in." So I was like, "Oh," and she's saying, "You know, just go. This is what you've always wanted to." And I was like, "No, I can't leave you." So we went. There's 2 stage doors in the Barrowlands. I don't know if there still is, but there was. There was another little one, so I thought, I'll try this one. Went to that one, and the same thing happened. So I went home with my friend and missed the chance to meet Robbie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and everyone says, "Why did you do that?" You know, I would have just left her, but we're 30 odd years down the line and we're still best friends, so I suppose that speaks for itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gave up my one and only chance, and I still haven't met him.
Oh.
I know.
Such a kind lady.
Friendship wins.
Oh,
yes.
or stupid. But yeah, so I got to do it all over again a few weeks ago in Glasgow, same venue, live through a lens again. So it was just like, it was just an even better gig probably.
Yeah.
This time because we got to hear the new album as well. So, and I only got my ticket the night before.
Oh,
wow.
We couldn't get a ticket, yeah. So I was just really lucky. My daughter spent ages, and thankfully we got to see it and be there and experience. I don't know what would have done if I hadn't got to go, but it was phenomenal.
So did you go with your daughter or with your best friend?
I did. I went with my daughter. I actually, my best friend had been trying as well. She's like, "I have to get you a ticket." She tried all sorts of things. She couldn't get one. And then I actually managed to get another ticket, but she couldn't make it by that point. So my daughter and I went. But my daughter and I, I've got 2 daughters. My eldest daughter, she comes as well with us usually. And so do my granddaughters.
Oh, how old are they?
Well, Millie's not been yet. Sorry, that's a lie. She's just turned 6. But Lacey is now 16, and she's been going since she was little.
Oh.
So we all go together.
Wow. Got all the generations going.
All the generations, yeah. And my mum loved them as well.
Oh, wow. 4 generations.
4 generations, yeah.
Cool. What a full circle story for you, though. That's incredible.
I know. It was unbelievable to be stood outside in the queue waiting to go in all these years later, and then to be inside and just reminisce all the songs. It was unbelievable.
I bet there wasn't all that many in there that had been to both gigs.
No, there wasn't. Wasn't. I met one lady in the queue, and I've actually still got my ticket and my backstage pass. And she still had her ticket as well.
Yeah.
But I didn't meet that many other people that had been.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was lucky.
And then what about you, Ellie? Which of the gigs did you go to?
I'm impressed I'm impressed by Lisa memory, remembering dates. I mean, I don't even remember the venue. I think it was a Manchester one, because back then I was living in Cheshire, but I don't remember the date and not even the venue. But I think it was somewhere up north, somewhere. And regarding the Britpop, I've been to Liverpool and Brixton.
And Manchester.
Yeah. And Manchester, yeah. To me, the Manchester one is like an
Little
extra.
bonus.
It's not part. I don't know why. Yeah, it's like a bonus one.
Yeah.
It's not part of the. Yeah, so yeah, and Manchester, yeah, yeah, and it was great. Obviously, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Bit different. It's small location, but small venue, so you feel like more involved in a way.
Yeah.
And it's there. Manchester, the only thing, and the stage was really high. That's the only thing that probably for a small venue is not. I really didn't like that. But the show itself was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So before we go to talk a bit more, I think we got a clip to play in from the Brixton queue.
Yes.
We interviewed a few people outside in the queue. Not too many, because the atmosphere wasn't the best, let's say, in the queue.
Let's not go into a lot of detail on that one, but yes.
I think enough said
the
there.
people we spoke to were lovely. So let's hear from Andrea, Regina and Marion.
Hi, what's your name and where have you come from?
Hi, my name is Andrea and I'm from Sindelfingen, Germany.
I'm Marion and I'm from Germany too.
I'm Regina and I'm from south of Germany too.
Welcome.
So this is your first gig that you're going to on the long 90's tour?
Oh, we're moving along. We're actually doing this interview in the queue, so we are moving in Brixton. So this is the first one.
It's the
long
first
90s.
one.
Okay.
Long 90's, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what songs are you looking forward to hearing?
It's okay until the job stops working.
Yeah.
I like it. I really like it.
Yeah, and you?
So she is the big fan. We are with her.
Oh, I see. Okay. So are you looking forward to anything in particular from the show? Any particular songs?
We know it will get a really big show, so
Yeah.
we enjoy the show.
Right.
They're looking for angels.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. So
He's not playing.
it's okay. It's okay till the drugs stop working, and then anything from Live Through a Lens you're looking forward to hearing?
Yes, maybe Baby Girl Window.
Oh,
I really like it.
That's a popular one, definitely.
Before I die.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Hello Sir. Can't wait to hear Hello Sir.
Yeah, it's always a nice moment, isn't
It was nice to see the expression on his face when he does that one.
Yeah. And what have you got any ideas of what T-shirt he might wear tonight in London?
He's been wearing
They
themed
were
t-shirts.
discussing about David Bowie, so maybe David Bowie, I guess.
David Bowie was born here, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. So.
I read about that.
Yeah, I think that's a possibility.
Yeah. Well, have a great gig. Enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow.
So we were wrong on the T-shirt for London, weren't we?
Yeah,
He did a blue T-shirt in a Blur style for London.
that's right.
He
Yeah.
had Brookside in Liverpool, which was in Judas Priest style. Primal Scream in Glasgow in a Disney font. And then Slade in a Nirvana style in Wolverhampton. And then finally he had Roy Keane as per like Joy Division
Roy Division. Yeah.
in Manchester.
With a 16 on the back.
Yeah, that 16 on the back was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, love that.
So what do we all think of the his outfits? Ellie?
Yeah, it's great. I'd rather go for this one than the. I mean, it looks like a normal person. Like, if you meet in the street, and yeah, it looks great. It's more like casual, and I think that's what he wants to be himself.
Yeah.
Like it's more. I could not expect on this tour like a proper costume, like an outfit that is being styled by a stylist, etc. Because it would clash with the rest and the concept of the tour. It wouldn't be himself.
Yeah.
So he put on a pair of jeans and that's it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah.
And a little sort of handkerchief thing.
Yeah,
Scarf.
which I still need to understand if it's like a security blanket or what. It looks like it. Yeah.
What did you think, Lisa, of the kind of stripped back jeans and
Oh, I
t-shirt
loved it.
style?
Yeah, I loved that. I think it spoke volumes about how he's feeling and how he wanted to come across as just Rob and not the showman. Just this was a I'm trying to say like a kind of stripped back, more relaxed version of him, and to people to just see him for who he is. He's not just a showman. He's capable of just standing there and singing.
Yeah.
And no, even in Glasgow, he hardly danced at all. So when I saw him in Manchester the other night, a couple of people had said, "Oh, he didn't have as much energy as he did in Wolverhampton or Brixton," and I was like, "That's weird," because in Glasgow it was really stripped back. Like he was just none of the fancy stuff at all. So it was good. It was really nice. I enjoyed that.
That's
you feel more again more intimate.
That is interesting, actually, Lisa, because on our interview with him, he does actually discuss that very point, about movement on the stage and no choreography and just natural. But you'll have to watch and listen to the episode to find out what he really says about that.
Even though when this goes out, you'll have already heard it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm promoting it on this episode, because it'll already be out. So go and listen to that one. I'm sure you already have if you're listening to this one.
Still put a bit of the robot in there, though.
Oh, yes, the robot in Selfish Disco. I love it when he does that.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And Selfish Disco is actually my favourite extra track.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard a massive scream on Wednesday at Manchester on Friday night. That was me when he said that. My daughter was like, when he said Selfish Disco, I'm like, yes! That's my favourite.
Is it your favourite on the whole of Britpop?
I think it is now, because I do love a Selfish Disco myself. And I just get the visions of, being in the kitchen and just putting your favourite music on and just doing a silly dance and, just letting your hair down and holding up your lighter. I mean,
I think it resonates with most people, doesn't it, that song? When you listen to the lyrics, you think, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's the song. Is the song you want to play on a Friday, 5:00 when you finish working, come back home, get a glass of wine, and that's the song you need.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Just go for it.
Have you got a favourite song on Britpop, Ellie?
I like Cocky.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I just really like it. I like the sound of it and the fact that he says, he's like a little naughty part and a nice part. And I like the sound of it. But majority of these songs, they could give me like a good vibe, like a really playful and, something that you can really dance around and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what about hearing the songs live? Did you like? What did you like?
Probably I loved them even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially because when you see his face while he's singing these songs, it just gives more, emotional part to them. You add something on top of it. And I remember when I was in Liverpool at the end of the show, I thought it's just the Robbies from the 90s, just with grey hair. It's him.
Yeah.
It just went back. He's back, but with grey hair. Yeah. So,
And I think what came to me when you were saying that as well, I was just visualising the stage and the setting, which was simple on purpose, wasn't it? But the band, I like the way Dingwalls was a little bit different, but I like the way the band were just laid out and they were all just there with him and they were incredible. I mean, I think we've got to give a shout out to the band and the backing vocalist because they just gave it their all. I mean, live, it just sounded so good. He sounded good. They sounded good. Carl was just thrashing away on those drums. I mean, and just smiling all the way through.
All the way.
The energy, we've said this to them, the energy comes from the band as well as Rob. You know, I think especially when you're a fan, you are not you do look around at the band as well. Well, I do at least. I don't know about you.
I do.
But,
Yeah, I do as well.
you know, they just project the energy out, and it's all part of that incredible performance, even though it's a very stripped back performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the band were fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we take a quick pause and hear from another Q interview, Ines?
So, we've met one of our listeners in the queue. What's your name and where'd you come from?
I'm Ines and I'm from Hamburg in Germany.
Ah, okay.
And you said this is your first time in England?
In England, yeah. Before I've been to Germany to many concerts, and now the first time in England. I tried to go to Dingwalls, but there was no ticket available. And also for this gig, I tried to get a ticket, but also wasn't successful.
Yeah.
But last Wednesday, I saw on Ticketmaster one fan sale ticket and thought, it would be nice. And my husband told me, okay, just go for it. And now I'm here.
Oh,
and you come by yourself as well?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, cool.
Well, Brixton is a great venue. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's really nice in there, so it's a good one. It's a good one to come to. And are you looking forward to any particular song from Britpop?
Every song, but All My Life, I like very much, and also You. Yeah, it's really rocking.
He didn't sing that in Liverpool.
No,
apparently.
No.
Not sure
we
why.
didn't think he was going to start dropping numbers, but
not on this tour, but apparently.
And
I like everything he sings, so it's fine to me.
And anything particular from Life Through a Lens?
Oh yeah, it's Lazy Days, Thoughts of a Border, also Killing. So yeah.
And you said All My Life. Have you seen the video to All My Life?
Yeah, it's
how good is that?
I love it. I love it because some points from Berlin Waldbühne are in the video too. We have been in summer, and it was so nice. It was a venue where he shooted the video of Spice. The day, and there are some parts in it, but I couldn't recognize myself. What a pity, but it's okay because it's so lovely. All the stickers he puts on the walls and all the, I don't know the
posters.
Yes, you know.
It's the cheeky Robbie, right? Putting the posters up around London and, well, not just London.
Not
No,
sure if it even
it
could
might
have been
have
Europe.
yeah, it could have been different places. Yeah,
Oh, I thought
cool.
it's London.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where.
Yeah. So enjoy the gig.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Robbie Williams, and you're listening to Robbie Williams Rewind with the Champions.
So if Ines came to Manchester, she'd be really annoyed because he didn't play All My Life there, or You. They both got dropped. But lovely to catch up with Ines there. Yes.
Wasn't it random that he dropped All My Life in Manchester?
Yeah.
It was a shame. Such a shame, because that song with the video, just you've got all those images when it comes on now, and they must have been stuck for time. I think I had to make some hard decisions.
Maybe, I know it's a tough decision.
Yeah,
but then they played Feel instead, so they could have just dropped Feel, and we could have kept All My Life.
That's Lisa's favourite song. You can't.
I would rather have had All My Life, even though I love Feel. It is one of my favourites, but I don't know.
I don't know how you all feel, but I think, and we don't know this because we haven't asked him, but I have a feeling that maybe Manchester felt slightly more commercial and slightly less intimate. I mean, it was a big studio and a big room. I don't know how many people were in there, but it felt big.
That's possible.
Whether he felt as though he was sort of entertaining more the masses rather than just the fans, I don't know. I think there might have been a bit of that in there because it was a War Child gig. I'm not sure, but he didn't change too much else, did he? I mean, he still sort of did the format, but not. Well, he lost some songs through on Life Through a Lens.
Yeah, he skipped 4 songs from Life Through a Lens: South of the Border, Baby Girl Window. What were the other 2? Clean. Did I say Baby Girl Window? Clean, Baby Girl Window. One of God's Better People and South of the Border.
That's right, and South of the Border.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus All My Life from Britpop. So that's 5 dropped
Yeah.
altogether.
6,
Yeah,
if you
that's a
include
lot.
you as well.
Yeah, you as well.
Yeah.
So I think
That's why you need to go to the early tours. We all
Yes.
know this. I think we've learned a lesson there over the many years of songs
go to
slowly
the first
being
night.
dropped.
Yeah.
Go to the early ones.
Like Lost, like Lost
Yeah,
on the
I'm
25
glad.
tour.
But the longer shows evolve, don't they? I mean, I guess there was only 5 shows, so it did evolve. And Manchester was the ultimate evolution of it. But yeah.
Oh, and so what were your favourite songs to hear off Life Through a Lens? Ellie?
Baby Girl's Window. I like that.
Yeah, you don't often hear that live, do you? Or we haven't.
No,
over the years.
not live. No, but that was a surprise then.
Mm.
Yeah, that was a good one because you can expect the most popular ones, but not one like that. Yeah, probably that one because again, it wasn't very popular. I mean, it was popular back then, but you don't expect it, as you said, to be sung live. So yeah, probably that one. Yeah. But again, not in Manchester.
No.
No. A lot of people are wondering if for the festivals during summer it will have the same set list or it will drop more Britpop because it's more like newer, so people might not not be ideal for like a wider audience. We'll see.
I think it's going to be like the Britpop tour of last summer, isn't it? With the, with all the hits. But
Starting with Rocket, probably.
But I hope he does play a few more songs off Rocket. I mean, off Britpop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's...
I think he will. I think I don't think he won't do a long 90s style, I don't think. But I think he will probably play more of Britpop than, people might think. So let's see. You never know. Oh, I was going to say the same. You never know with Rob. You might just get 2 and then you get the hits.
Yeah.
He's always concerned about pleasing the crowd. We all know that. He's a people pleaser. And he does like taking risks creatively, but I think he takes less risks when he's in front of 50, 60,000 people.
Yeah.
So, and I kind of get that. We've talked about it a lot on the show, haven't we?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So should we hear from someone else in the queue?
Yeah, we've got Jess. Let's hear from Jess.
Hi, so what's your name?
My name is Jess.
Jess, and where have you come from, Jess?
I've come from Germany.
Yeah.
I think everyone we've spoken to so far has been from Germany.
Yes, there's a lot of people from Germany here.
Because he's not
no long
playing
90s outside of the UK confirmed at the moment, so everyone's had to come here. Right?
Yeah. You've been here to see him before, haven't you, in the UK?
Yes, and I've been to Liverpool 2 days ago. Yeah.
Okay, so you have seen the show.
I have seen it, yeah. And I've been to the Dingwalls, the gig as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how have you enjoyed them? How did they compare?
I think Dingwalls was more intimate.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 400 or 500 people in there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
small.
But I think that Rob was in the same mood. He was very happy in Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
But for me, it was different because I was very emotional at the Dingwalls gig because it was like the first time I heard the tracks from Live Through a Lens and Britpop in full. And I grew up with Rob. I went to the first concert in 1997.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so the songs always remind me of my youth and people I have lost, like my grandma. She died in the 90s. And so it was very emotional for me. And in Liverpool, it was like, okay, I know what I can expect and I'm prepared.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was more fun.
Right, okay. And which songs did you like listening to or him playing from Life Through a Lens?
One of God's Better People, Killing Me, and Baby Girl Window.
Oh.
I like the slow songs. Yeah. And it was great because Sky Chambers was there as well.
Yeah, that was lucky.
What a moment.
Yeah. That was really cool.
When we saw him on the side of the stage, someone sent us a photo and I said to Lucy, he's got to go and play with Robbie. He has to. And they made it happen. And I think it's the first time, didn't Guy say it's the first time in
3.5 years?
3.5 years that
I
they've
think
been
maybe
together,
since the
25 tour.
No, the one with the orchestra in Germany, and was it Hamburg? Was it?
At the
Effie?
Yeah, because Guy was at that concert. I think that might be the last time that he played with Rob. Yeah. And what songs are you enjoying off Britpop?
Selfish Disco.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I love it.
Same.
And Morrissey.
Yes.
I think Morrissey's my favourite.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to want another favourite, and I have got a couple all my life. But Morrissey keeps coming up in my head.
Yeah, I love it, and it was so much fun. But he skipped you in
I
Liverpool.
heard. Why?
Yeah,
That's weird.
Yeah, some people reckon it's because they started later, 10 minutes later.
So you need the time.
Yeah,
Because they finished at 11 and that was the curfew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess they wanted to fit in Selfish Disco at the end.
Yeah.
Because I did say to Lucy, because he's playing 2 albums, normally in a tour he starts dropping things that he doesn't like or don't work. I said he can't do that with this one, but obviously he can if they haven't got enough time. So I guess it's better that you drop one in the middle rather than not quite finish the show.
Yeah.
It wouldn't feel right. Great. Well, have a lovely gig. Have you ever been in the Brixton Academy before?
No.
It's an interesting venue. It's cool.
It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No worries at all. Well, enjoy the gig and have fun.
Yeah,
and nice to speak to you. Thank you.
Jess. Yeah, thank
Cheers.
you. Bye.
Another person that was gutted that you was dropped.
Yeah.
And
So Jess went to the shows in '97 as well.
yeah, and she went to Manchester too.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, she doesn't look old enough to have been to the shows in '97 either.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And Ellie.
Nor
can
does
you-
Lisa.
No, yeah, none of us do.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
Just not implying that we all look old on this call, you know.
I would just say that I think Jess is younger than all of us.
Yeah, no, she did look super young, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Ellie, can you tell us about Guy being at Liverpool? Because you were at the Liverpool gig, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, how was
Yeah.
that?
I saw him again, like you said, it was at the far end of the stage on the side.
Yeah.
And I thought he has to come on stage, and he did. And it was emotional. Again, it was just like, the cherry on top of the cake.
Yeah.
That's what we needed. If he's about the 90s, you need him.
Yeah.
You need him to be on stage with Robbie. And it was just perfect.
Yeah.
And they sang together, they played together. They were literally, and Robbie, you could tell he was really, really happy. He was smiling a lot. And yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it was very emotional.
I think they did 2 songs together, was it?
Yeah.
Killing
I can't remember which
and
ones to be
Angels, was it? I think.
Yeah. I'm not sure about Angels.
Ah, okay.
Probably it did. But I don't have really good memory regarding that. Yeah, but it was really nice.
Yeah.
I'm so pleased that they got to do that.
How lovely.
Yeah.
It was right. It was the right timing for Guy to pop back and do that. Yeah.
It was just perfect. Yeah.
In his hometown of he was
Liverpool.
brought up in Liverpool, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So that was special for him as well, I think, to do it there. Yeah. Did you both enjoy the stories that he told between the songs? Rob loves weaving the narrative through the show, doesn't he? So even though this was a stripped back show, he told the context and linked, the songs before he actually sang them. What did you think about that? And did you have any favourite news stories or favourite moments from that you can think of?
I do like the stories, although if you go to one more shows, it's just they're always the same. So you can't. We know that you kind of change them a little bit every time.
Yeah.
Also, I remember it was in Manchester. One of the stories, I think it was about Teddy, and I thought, I remember that story being a little bit different last one of the other nights. And I was like, I like that. And what I really liked that he explained to you what the songs are about. Yeah. I really like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good.
I quite liked the concept for the song humans. And it just, the more I listen to it and the more I think about what he's singing about, it's actually quite sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
That, we're all being replaced by AI, and people are not going to be needed as much as it was just a bit, I found that quite sad, that song.
Yeah. I think my favourite story was the one where he before he plays Ego a Go-Go, and he's talking about how when he left Take That, and everyone was a cunt, basically. And how he had to keep apologising, and actually, he's like the only boy band member that's ever left a band and has actually called everyone out and said, I hate them. Like, literally.
Go on, say the word again.
I've said it.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Because he said that in Glasgow as well, and he was talking about the documentary.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he said, you know what? They are all
But he doesn't mean it now.
Then he says, I didn't mean it. I'm only joking. But it's funny. It's funny.
Did you have a favourite story?
I think I like the fact that he took the time and space to do it, because he does it in a lot of his shows. But with this one, obviously, it was just the songs and the singing, and he could have just do the songs, but he added. It's nice just to have that little bit of context to it. Now, obviously, if you're a big fan, you've heard, like you've said, Ellie, you've heard bits and pieces of it before. There was a few different stories in Manchester, wasn't there? He came out and talked about cutting the end of his finger off.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, my God, yes.
During his skiing holiday. And I'm still intrigued as to how he did that, because, and I'm going to have to ask him the next time we see him, because he doesn't do any cooking, to my knowledge. So what was he actually doing to cut his finger off? And that's answers on a postcard, please.
I was saying to my daughter the other day, I said I was going to ask him where the end of the finger went. Like, can I have it? She was like, "What's wrong with you?" He doesn't need it. Like, she's like, "You're sick. You are sick."
he somehow had it remodelled or fixed for the Brits. I don't know if it was super glue or what it was, but still, he looked as though he was still in pain with it, but it was back. or a lot of makeup on it. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, so for those of you who weren't in Manchester, basically his finger, was it on his right hand? I think so.
Can't
remember which. Was it his ring finger?
Yes, it was that one.
I think so. He had it in like black gaffer tape, it looked like.
Yeah.
It wasn't in like a plaster or like a bandage, but it just seemed to be wrapped in gaffer tape.
Which is the stickiest tape to get off, so I can't imagine how that was to actually get it off his finger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, anyway.
Probably wasn't gaffer tape, but that's what it looked like.
It looked like it.
Yeah. It's very strange.
So before we move on, shall we hear another one of our Q interviews? This one is with friend and previous guest of the show, Chris.
Okay, so we've moved a little bit further along in the queue, and we have found our very good friend, Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Are you looking forward to this gig? I mean, that's a daft question to start with, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely, especially after obviously being outside Dingwalls and listening to it. So it'd be good to be inside this time.
Yes. Can you believe you're actually going to be going in?
I know, incredible. The last gig was outside, now I'm inside. So
the sound might be a little bit better inside.
Yes, yeah, less muffled. And obviously now we've heard the album as well.
So is there a particular track that you're looking forward to from Britpop?
Morrissey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
is that your fave?
It is at the moment, yeah.
It is for me as well, actually.
Yeah, no, I really like Morrissey. It's been interesting listening to the new album, because I think this is the first Robbie album where we've heard a lot of the songs as it's been after it was released. Whereas normally you hear like one single and then you hear the album.
Yeah.
So maybe like a lot of people, when the album was released, I kind of skipped through the ones I knew and got around to the new ones.
Yeah,
and then started to, after a couple of days, start to hear it as its full album from start to finish.
Yeah.
What are both your favourites?
Morrissey is mine, actually.
Like
I think
Morrissey,
sort of
yeah.
followed by All My Life. I mean, it's very hard because
Selfish Disco.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Selfish Disco.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Carl
obviously,
got his way
you helped.
there, right?
You helped get that on there. You helped get that on there. Let's not forget. Could have been forgotten about for God knows how long.
But everybody seemed to. Everyone obviously did vote for Selfish Disco. So
Yeah,
you know,
obviously
on the
scored it
Insta,
highly as well. Oh,
but on the
for-
Insta, they did a poll on Insta,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Backed
good
it up even further.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I think he said in one of the gigs, "Oh, I should have put this on the main album, shouldn't I?"
Yes. But at least we get to hear it. And is there anything you're looking forward to from Live Through a Lens live?
Ego Go Go.
Yeah.
Really like that one. And then even slower ones like One of God's Better People. I think that's be incredible to hear that kind of live. But yeah, it'd be nice to hear it from start to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Hello Sir.
Well, it does make me laugh. A lot of people online are asking what the set list is tonight.
It winds me up all the time.
It's a bit like going into Poundland and asking
How much
what everything
does it cost?
costs.
Yeah. What is it? It even says on it, doesn't it? Album info from start to finish. It's like, has anyone got the set list? Like, look at your album back cover. There you go. There's your set list.
Oh, yeah, it's winding me up.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Well,
And-
anyway, thank you, Chris.
Lovely to see you.
And you
yeah,
both.
have a good
Enjoy
gig.
Yeah.
Cheers.
The lovely Chris there.
Chris did our Netflix episode with us.
Yeah, I would say that Chris, in terms of Stato, Robbie knowledge, almost rivals Lucy. So it's interesting when they spar together. I can not reach those heights, but yeah, he knows his stuff.
He knows more than me, I think.
Was interesting though when he said about people asking about their set list.
Oh,
there were a
God.
lot of people online asking about it.
Oh, and it's like, please playing the whole of Life Through Ends and the whole of Britpop. What don't you understand?
Theoretically, it was, yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah, for the first gig anyway.
Yeah, I spoke to a female outside the Barrowlands after the gig in Glasgow, and she said, "Oh, I was really disappointed he didn't sing Feel." And I'm like, he wasn't going to sing that. Like, it was Live Through a Lens in Britpop, but I didn't say anything to her.
Well, after the Manchester gig, we were in the Premier Inn with some other friends who were staying there, and they said that there were some women on the table next to them who'd been complaining that he hadn't sung all his hits in Manchester. And they were like, we don't want to hear the hits. We want to hear these different songs that we don't get to hear. What's wrong with you?
There's plenty of other opportunities to hear the hits.
Yes.
This was not the one.
Yeah, and he's been playing the hits for like so long. We need something different. Yeah.
That's why these gigs were so popular.
Yeah, and I've probably said it on one of our other Britpop episodes, but I think it was a genius way, whoever in the team came up with it, to do a back-to-back album like that. And especially, we all know that Rob's never 100% comfortable singing his new songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he gets there eventually, but it takes him a while, and he is anxious about it, and we get it. Singing Life Through a Lens first, and then doing Britpop. I think that helped. You know what I mean? Also, putting Angels in the middle or the early part of the show was, that changed the dynamic as well.
Yeah.
Although,
Yeah.
although everyone's got a special place for that song, it's nice to have a show that didn't finish with that one. All due respect to the song, but it was just a different ending, different energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read a comment from someone she was complaining because he didn't actually sing Angel. He let the crowd sing in it. And I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
No, she was because he didn't sing it. He let the crowd sing in it. So I was like, no, it's different, something different. And it was really emotional. It was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with you.
Yeah, I saw lots of people
And a smaller crowd
complaining as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, I wasn't at the end.
Yeah, but that's part of the Robbie experience, isn't it? It's having the whole crowd singing.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of fan that is only interested in hearing Angels.
Correct, yeah.
And they probably wouldn't be listening to this podcast. Anyway. So we should talk a little bit about Wolverhampton and our experience there. Do you think? Do you want to hear
please.
it?
Yes.
And what the behind the scenes story you're talking
Yeah,
about,
kind
rather
of
than
about
the-
what happened.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cool, because we've like shared the interview with Robbie with everyone, so everyone's heard that. But obviously, we didn't talk about kind of our experience and leading up to it and what happened afterwards, that kind of thing. So we thought people might want to hear some of that.
Yeah. And I mean, I think the first point I'd start with is when we've had a couple of interactions with him, but when we did the proper last interview, was that 2.5 years ago? 3?
3 years ago.
Yeah, we did it on Zoom. Really super long interview, so generous with his time. But what he did say in that interview was, when I release my next album, you can come. Well, I'll come back and you can interview me about it.
Yeah.
So we held him to it, and he said yes. So that was rather nice. It took us some time to get into the diary, but you can understand with all what's going on, it was a blessing to get into the diary at all, especially with what's been happening sort of since Wolverhampton. So it kind of started from 3 years ago, with a promise that he'd come back.
Well, that's good to know that he keeps a promise.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, I've found that he does generally, like,
Man of his word.
yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of weird. They reserved a space for us in the car park because we had all our equipment with us. And
yeah, I mean, I didn't know a lot about the venue before I went there. I hadn't even really looked at it on Google Maps. I kind of roughly knew it was in Wolverhampton Centre, but there was very limited parking outside the venue. So we were down this little alleyway with all the other sort of coaches and things. And thank God we were, because we had so much equipment, 3 cameras, lots of leads, 2 huge lights. Yatek, shout out to Yatek, was our videographer and sound recordist and helped us all the tech.
he did our Rude Box episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we like pulled up, it was in front of the queue. So that was kind of weird.
Yeah, we were kind of very conspicuous. It's like, oh look, there's Lucy and Matt going through the barrier in their car. What are they doing? I wonder.
Except it was nice to see a couple of our friends just right there, Zoe and Karen. Hello.
Yes.
And they were just really super excited for us. So that was really sweet.
I think that helped to ease the nerves a bit, seeing people we knew.
Yeah.
Being so well looked after by Rob's team as well.
Oh.
I mean, talk about generosity and kindness.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So we were guided. The Wolverhampton Civic Hall is kind of a box shape. It's not, not complicated. But it seems that when you go backstage, there's a lot of floors, isn't there? There's like 4 floors or maybe 5 sort of backstage, and all the rooms were sort of seem to be on top of each other. And we were led up to the room where we were doing the interview, and we'd asked for somewhere sort of, with a settee and a couple of chairs, kind of relaxed feeling. We didn't want to be sort of sat in a corridor. And we were led up to that room, and then, it was explained that we were being put right next to Robbie's dressing room.
Wow.
But that was only because they had nowhere else to put us.
So, yeah. And Lucy didn't even peek in there either.
No, I didn't. I was very
Not that
good.
she's telling you.
I definitely didn't.
We were on our very best behaviour, and but it was quite surreal being, okay, there's Rob's dressing room. Not that he was there when we got in.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we'd had to like set up all our equipment, had to rearrange the room a bit in order to fit us in because it was a small room.
The room was it was a dressing room, right? So it was, you can see it on the interview. It's small. Even with a wide angle lens, it is small, and we struggled to get the right shot in there, but we did get it, and we had to move the furniture around like in front of the door and everything to get it right, but we did. It was quite stressful getting it to that point, but we did get it there. Yeah.
Yeah, so then we kind of went away for a little bit, went out and had a drink in a bar, and then we came back in for about 7 o'clock, they said the interview was going to be at.
Which is quite something, really. I mean, Rob was on stage at 8:30. Reverend and the Makers must have been on stage while we were doing the interview. Not that you could hear it because it was all soundproofed, but it just seemed a bit like close to the gig, but it was cool.
Yeah, it got to the time, and then basically Rob walked in. Did he have security with him, or was it a manager? I can't remember now.
No, security just knocked the door and said Rob's about to come in.
Oh,
and then he came in.
Yeah. And then when he saw the setup with all the cameras and our friend Jacek, he was like, "Oh, you spent some money on this one then?"
What was he expecting? Was he expecting me sitting there with an iPhone?
360, the little camera.
This is a professional podcast. Oh, it's funny. It's just ease the nerves and the tension instantly for him and us, actually. So, yeah.
Just being cheeky.
And he was like, yeah, right, get it rolling, get it going. He wanted us to have the maximum time with him possible. Aww. He wanted to sort of hug and say hello, but he was like, yeah, get it rolling, let's get started. Because he knew we were against the clock. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he gave us a hug each. And then I basically introduced Jacek and explained that he'd done our Rude Box episodes and that he was a fan as well. And so Rob then gave him a hug and was like, oh, nice to meet you. And then he spoke to Jacek about his T-shirt because Jacek was wearing his Jack Farrell T-shirt, which was Rob's brand that he sold in Primark. And Rob was just really impressed that this T-shirt was still in one piece, considering it was from Primark. And he was like...
He said, everyone said that they shrink or something.
They fall apart or something.
Or, yeah.
He's like, but it's still really good quality, isn't it? We were like, yeah.
Jacek had taken it out of a frame to wear it.
He hadn't.
No, he hadn't, no.
But yeah, he was just really lovely to all of us. And then we kind of sat down and did the interview, which you've all watched.
The interview was, obviously I wasn't like massively nervous because we were so prepared. Like we'd rehearsed it a little bit. And when Rob's in the flow with you, it's like when you said, Ellie, when you chatted with him and, when the connection's there, it just flows and it did. And yeah, it went, well, it obviously went in a heartbeat. We were with him for about half an hour, but it went very, very quickly. Mm-hmm. But we did have some time at the end to squeeze in a couple of questions. Sorry to people, we couldn't ask loads, but we did ask a couple of extra questions towards the end.
Yeah, some of the fan questions we managed to squeeze in there. Obviously, at the end of the interview, you heard him say to us that he was going to play us some new music.
Yeah, I said, thank you very much. We're looking forward to the new music that's coming.
No, you said whatever's coming next.
Whatever's coming next. Because, it could be lots of things next. Mm-hmm. And he said, yeah, I'm going to play you some now. Do you want to hear it? Yes. But
can you imagine if I said no?
Well,
that would be funny.
Yeah, I was going to say, slightly rhetorical question, but whether anybody believes what happened next is another thing. We didn't, on that occasion, get to hear the new music because as Rob exited the room that we were in and asked us to follow him down to the dressing room, there were a lot of other people that needed Rob for different questions, different things. And so he very kindly turned back to us and said, I don't think I'm going to do it at the moment. Just chill in your room for a moment. And so we did.
Yeah. So we just wanted to set the record straight that he didn't get to play us the new music.
No. No. But one thing he did say as to all this was sort of, as we were sort of finishing was, yeah, they'll have to come to the disco. And I looked at Lucy, I was like, what? Yeah, make sure they come down to the disco in a bit. Okay. Door shut. What? Oh my God, the disco. So, yeah.
So then we were like trying to pack up as quick as we could to make sure that we could get to go to the disco. We got most of it packed up. It was all... half of it was in the car, but we'd packed everything else into its bags by the time it was time to go and join the pre-show warm-up, vocal warm-up disco thing. And they kind of said, right, yeah, we're ready now. You can come down and follow us. And so we went down to the kind of green room area. And as we walked along the corridor, met the hot city horns. And then we walked into
Elle and SJ.
the room. Yeah, Elle and SJ were there. So we said hi to them, and Tom and Jerry and Owen and Carl and everyone. Tom Violence from Lottery Winners. John Bishop was in there.
And I think all of the people we've just mentioned, apart from John Bishop, we've interviewed.
Yeah.
So it was like we've seen a lot of those people in the same place on stage before, but in a room, it was just like family. It was so nice. Everyone was so cool and so kind and excited to say hello. So it was really nice.
Yeah.
And then we turned, the room was like an L shape, and we turned the corner towards the end of the room where Owen was set up on his keyboard, and then turned left. And then Rich and Scott and Calvin, Rob's Stokey mates and songwriting mates, were there, who we've also interviewed. So that was very special.
Yeah,
to actually meet
it's really nice to see them
as
again.
well.
Because we weren't expecting to see them. So, that was just really sweet.
Yeah, and Rob Stab was there as well. So
we didn't speak to him, though. But,
no, but he was there enjoying the disco and the warm-up. And nice to do a vocal warm-up with Rob. Enjoyed that.
We joined in, yeah.
Who wouldn't want to do that,
You sang Relight My Fire?
Yeah. And they got Elle to do Lulu's bits. And then they also sung, is it Jungle is Massive? Is that what it was?
Yeah, he wanted something a bit more hardcore.
Like something to sort of dance to.
Get things going, yeah.
And then because he was wearing that Slade T-shirt, they also did a Slade song. Was it Come On, Feel the Noise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those were the songs that they sung, but it went really quick. It was like only about 3 songs, because it wasn't that long, obviously, until he was on stage. And then we had the huddle
with the Elvis Serenity Prayer. It's just a very surreal moment indeed.
I honestly could not believe that I was stood there. It was so
weird. That is surreal, isn't it?
Beautiful moment, honestly. You can see why that's important to him and the band. It was fantastic.
And thankfully he didn't pick on us to give the words of wisdom.
No.
I don't think I wouldn't have known what to say.
My heart did skip a beat when he looked down, and it's like, oh no.
I was like, he looked at us and I was like, oh no, please.
I think he knew that we'd know what it was. He tries to pick people that don't know what he's about to do. Yeah. So it's funnier. Mind you, I wouldn't have said anything interesting, I don't think. I just thought, oh. Yeah, so that was, and then it was like, right, off to the stage. And so then we just kind of went and watched the concert right from the very edge at the side. We kind of were watching from the corridor because it was so full in there. But as time went on, we managed to kind of edge pretty much into the corner of the room. Yeah.
And we kind of got into the room just as Nightclub in My Head was playing. We haven't spoken about Nightclub in My Head, have we?
Yeah.
So that's the song that plays before he comes on stage at the Long 90's gigs, and it's like a Bobby Billions song, unreleased, that who knows, maybe it's going to be on the next album, we don't know. But, it's a bit like when they played Bite Your Tongue before he came on stage on the Britpop tour. But I really like it. The lyrics are hilarious.
Yes. What did you think of Nightclub in My Head? Did you catch it?
No, not really. I could hear something was different, but no, I didn't know. Not at all.
I didn't catch much of the. I think I was just far too excited and couldn't hear anything for myself.
Yeah.
But I just think that the Bobby Billions is that's funny in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So it was the little Easter egg that was there at the beginning. Okay. So I'd recommend to anyone that's going to go to future gigs, maybe the South American ones, keep an ear out for what you might hear, because you never know what might get dropped.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I look forward to that one being released because I like the chorus.
Yeah.
It's cool. And they say there's some interesting verses in it with the usual Robbie, fairly
humour.
Robbie lyrics.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so then after the gig, we kind of went back up to the room and collected the rest of our stuff that we'd left and then took it out to the car and went on our way. But as we were leaving, obviously we had to leave from the compound in front of all the fans.
To drive out through the massive crowd that were waiting to see him.
It was weird. And then the funniest thing was later on getting sent a video from Mama in Trainers, who follows us on Instagram, which was basically a video of us leaving in our car because she'd been videoing it in case it was Rob leaving. And then as we went past, she goes, "Oh, it's Lucy and Matt."
What's quite amusing is the back of my car's got like tinted windows, and so you could see people sort of peering around where I was in the driver's seat trying to see if there was anyone in the back.
And there was, Jacek was in the back, but it certainly wasn't Robbie.
A lot of equipment. Yeah. Oh. And it was nice because we saw a few people we knew on the way out.
Yeah, we saw Jocelyn on the way out as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stopped the car and spoke to her. So yeah, that was our experience.
How exciting.
It was very surreal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's worth just saying thank you to Robbie and thank you to the team for making us feel so welcome and making it so easy. It was a long time in the making, but it was an absolutely incredible interview. And I hope that people think that we hopefully asked a few questions maybe on behalf of the fans that maybe haven't been asked in the mainstream interviews as well. So that's always what we try and do. Yeah. We've all heard the answers to very common questions over and over again. We want to hear other things, so hopefully we achieve that.
Hopefully.
But yeah. So let's hear from another one of our Q interviewees, Sarah.
So we're with Sarah, who did our Under the Radar 3 episode. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good,
Very
thank
good.
you.
So, dying to know, which Britpop track are you looking forward to hearing?
Well, Britpop, Pretty Face and Selfish Disco.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We did hear it in Liverpool, and you should have seen the grin on Carl's face.
Oh, really?
He actually pulled his earplugs out to hear the people singing.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I thought it was really amazing that a lot of people were singing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been studying, but
Yeah.
there's been a lot of people. It was really good. It was really good, apart from the hard tracks that are a bit harder.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And the first bit with Live Through a Lens, the whole place just went on fire.
Yeah.
It was just like going back in time and being young.
Yeah.
And the thing I really loved was that Rob looked like he was at the time, but a bit older.
Yeah.
He moved the same way, and his eyes looked the same. And he had just had an amazing time.
It's interesting how he's just got the simple staging.
Yeah,
so
yeah, he didn't need.
He's just moving up and down, and he's just in his own space.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, he has to look up lyrics from time to time. I mean, it's been a long time for the old ones, and the new ones have just come out.
Yeah.
But it was really.
So, was there any particular one through Life Through a Lens that you enjoyed?
I wanted to hear South of the Border.
Yeah.
Live Through a Lens. Go, go, go.
Yeah.
And of course, he did a little bit of introduction.
Yeah.
Before each song, so it was nice to hear it. It was a different kind of gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. And it was intimate, a bit like the Camden one.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just it was really nice.
Yeah.
And he said we should do more gigs like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Hopefully he actually will.
yeah,
I hope so.
He should, because it was just the place was on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone was having an amazing time dancing and singing, and everyone, the crew on the stage. It was just.
Well, the format works for new music, doesn't it? So it's a bit of old music, get everyone going, bring the new music in, even people that maybe haven't listened to it as much as we have.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
It's just, and of course, Hello Sir in the middle, and seeing him in jeans and a t-shirt after a long time, that was a class. And out of the new ones, I like the introduction for Cocky.
Oh, yeah.
But I won't say anything about that.
Right,
So
okay.
you'll find out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you
Have
very
a good
much.
gig.
You too.
And everyone else from Italy, enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Robbie Williams, and you're listening to Robbie Williams Rewind with the Champions.
Yeah, it's true. In Liverpool, he was actually reading the lyrics for a few songs. And initially he was like trying not to be seen, like, you know, with the side of your eyes. And then eventually, I can't remember which song, but eventually was like literally going like, yeah, okay, fine, I give up. I'm actually reading. And he was like, okay, no. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I watched that today.
I think he had them a bit more down pat by Manchester, though.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. There's certain ones that stuck more than others, I think.
Yeah.
Lovely to hear from Sarah there, again, friend of the show and guest of the show.
And friend of Ellie's.
Yes. Our resident Brit/Italian, as you are.
Carrying on from the Wolverhampton show, one of my other favourite moments of that gig, and also, in fact, even just the long 90s gigs in general, was when Rob brought Jemma out from the Take That documentary on stage in Wolverhampton. I mean, how funny was that? The whole thing surrounding Jemma and her phone number and everything.
It just did the perfect thing. I was right. Wow. And you know, sometimes you see other fans and you go like, oh, I'm very jealous. No, that was not the case. Jemma was all of us.
Yes.
Like, yes, go girl. Just get it. Yes. After 30 years, but just go for it.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes you might feel, oh God, you know, she's with him. No, not with Jemma. She was amazing. And he did a really great thing. I mean, what a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the whole thing was just absolutely hilarious, and I was so chuffed for her. But yeah, I remember seeing them. Was it on his Instagram when he's sitting beside Ida and they're watching it, and he's trying to get the phone number, and he's trying to call Jemma.
It's brilliant.
So she must have just been absolutely elated after all those years getting to meet him. But yeah, it was brilliant and really funny.
Yeah. Wow.
And it went very viral.
Oh my God,
it was a genuine moment of humour and of kindness and empathy and everything else, but it went very viral, and I think that was good for the whole campaign and for Rob and for Jemma.
Yeah, for Take That as well.
And for Take That.
That's true.
Yeah, all round. And for us, because we got the chance to actually interview Jemma as well.
Yeah.
So we were able to hear her story firsthand.
Mm-hmm. We can play it for you now. One of our favourite moments from the long 90s gigs, and in fact the past few weeks in the Robbie Take That fandom world, was seeing Jemma from the Take That documentary going viral and ending up on stage with Rob. And we're absolutely delighted that she has agreed to come on the podcast to talk about her experience. And so we'll let her tell you all about it. Welcome to the show, Jemma.
Hi, Jemma.
Hi, nice to meet you. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
For those fans that haven't caught up on the viral moment that you're involved with, let's start at the beginning of the footage of you that was aired on the documentary. Tell us about how and where that was filmed. How did all that come about right at the back at the beginning there?
Yeah, so it was 1992. Take That's first album had just come out, Take That Party. And they were doing some record signings in record shops across the country. And they happened to be doing one in Chester, which was the nearest one to me. So it was the summer holidays. I asked my dad if he'd take me, and he said that he couldn't because we were going on holiday the next day, so we had to pack the car. So I caught a bus from where I lived to Chester, which was probably about an hour and a half on the bus.
Yeah.
And by the time I got to the record signing, it was full. So they weren't letting any more girls in. I'd gone on my own. I was 14. So a group of us that had been then stuck outside HMV decided that we go around the back because we realised that eventually the boys would have to come out. So we went around the back of HMV. waited by the back doors of the record shop, and there was a camera crew that were filming for a fan kind of video documentary that was aired in the 90s. It was on VHS. So they brought out a Take That and Party VHS that went along with the album. So it had like clips of the videos on there, fan chats, clips from concerts, different things like that. So they told us that they were filming, and they asked us to sing. They were chatting to us about the band. Security guards went in and took some photos for us. So we were there for hours.
Yeah.
So I knew I'd been filmed, but I couldn't remember the exact content that had been filmed. And then when the VHS came out, I was on it, but I was just kind of in a montage with other fans, and there was like clips of us singing and dancing. But I wasn't actually speaking, so I don't remember talking. But obviously I did, because then on the Take That documentary, they obviously went back through all the old footage. And lo and behold, there's 14-year-old me giving my phone number to Robbie Williams.
It was brilliant. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
So it was just crazy. So I didn't know about the documentary. It was, I obviously saw that it was on Netflix, but I hadn't got around to watching it. And it was my friend's cousin. She'd watched it, then messaged me and my friend and said, like, I've just watched Take That documentary, Gemma's on it. I was like, what? I was like, you're joking? She was like, no, you need to watch it. So then obviously watched the documentary and was like, oh, right, okay. Then I had to explain to everybody what it was.
Yeah.
And then thought nothing of it and just thought, oh, well, that's that. And then it wasn't until obviously Robbie, well, it was his wife, kind of egged him on and said, like, let's ring the number. And he tried to phone the number and obviously couldn't get through because it didn't put the dialing code.
Yeah.
And then, that's when it all just kind of went crazy.
Oh my God. And what did you think when you saw Robbie recording that video of him trying to call you?
Again, I didn't see it because I'd gone away with my partner to a little shepherd's hut in the middle of Shropshire. So we were in the middle of nowhere in this little country pub. Didn't look at my phone, and it wasn't until like my sister had messaged me and said, you need to check your phone, Robbie Williams is trying to ring you. I was like, what do you mean? And it was like, and then all my sister's friends were obviously messaging my sister, like, is your sister under a rock? Like, how does she not know Robbie Williams is trying to phone her? And I was like, and then obviously got on my phone, and then like just messages after messages, and then all my kind of friends and family then tagged me into the video that was on Instagram. And then, so then I kind of went on and said, it was me. I was 14, and everyone was like, and then I think there was some other girl was saying it was her.
I saw that.
But I think she might have been in the video, but obviously she wasn't talking.
Yeah.
Because like, I didn't know the girls that I was with. Right. I literally met them on the day. So I don't like.
Oh, okay. So she could have been in that group, kind of, yeah.
There was a girl stood next to me, so it could have very likely have been the girl stood next to me.
Yeah.
So, like, I think she obviously was there, but like I say, they weren't my friends. I'd literally met them on the day.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what their names were. I can't remember. It was that long ago.
I'm not sure I would have been able to remember when I was 14, but then again, that's quite an interesting thing to happen, right? So I guess it does stick in your memory.
And then next minute, I've got Scott Mills messaging me on Instagram asking me to go on BBC Radio 2 to talk about it, and then it just kind of snowballed from there.
And didn't you go on TV as well or something?
Yeah, so it was Scott Mills on BBC Radio 2, and then there was a girl called Sinead from an Irish fashion magazine called Evoke. So that she was the first person to write an article about it, and he was the first person to like invite me to talk about it. And then from that, I did BBC Stoke, BBC West Midlands. I was then on Good Morning Britain.
Wow.
I then ended up on from that. I then ended up doing an Irish radio station in Dublin from the Evoke magazine. I then went on BBC Radio 2 again after, obviously, I went to the concert.
Yeah.
I was on Central News. Then I ended up on the actual ITN National News.
Oh, my God.
It was just crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Wow.
What a
and then
whirlwind.
obviously now on a podcast with you guys.
Well, we're honoured that you accepted to come on with all that, world famous media. So, for those people that maybe haven't seen the clip and might be listening to this the first time, I think it's unlikely, but there might be one or two out there.
Yeah.
Can you remind us what you said? Do you remember what you said in the actual original documentary?
Yeah. So the guy had said to me, "Who's your favourite?" So I said, "Oh, Robbie's my favourite because he's got gorgeous eyes and a gorgeous body, and he can have my number and he can have my number. And my number's 6789788, and he can call me anytime." And I did say eyes, not thighs, because Netflix said it was thighs. Because I think when Robbie watched it, he had subtitles up.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was eyes. But like I said to the I was in the Liverpool Echo, which is like a massive newspaper in Merseyside. So that was amazing to be in the Echo. Was like, wow, I've made it now. I'm in the Echo. And I said to them, I was like, Netflix doesn't do Scouse.
Yeah.
Because it was eyes, not thighs. I was 14. Why would I say thighs?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I haven't heard many people saying they like his thighs.
No.
It's normally the eyes.
Because Robbie went, "No, you said thighs." And I said, "No, I didn't. I said eyes." I was 14.
Yeah, I did think it was weird that when it said that you said thighs, but yeah, it makes more sense.
You didn't get the accent.
No.
Wow. So you've become a media sensation.
I know, it's crazy.
Already. And then you told everyone that you didn't have tickets to the Wolverhampton gig.
No, I didn't.
At what point did you find out and get invited, and who did you take with you?
So, because I'm a teacher,
right?
Obviously, the gig tickets go on sale at 9:00.
Yeah.
By the time we got to lunchtime, they'd all sold out.
Oh, yeah.
So I couldn't get a ticket. So like when I said that I couldn't get a ticket, I really didn't have a ticket. I was like,
yeah.
And then so Scott Mills is friends with Robbie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd contacted Robbie's team, and then Robbie's team sorted out tickets for me.
Oh.
So it was for me and my friend went.
Oh,
and so at that point, when they'd sorted those tickets for you, did you know what was also going to happen?
No. So literally, the tickets dropped at about 4:30, and the gig was like the doors opened at 6:30.
Oh God!
So it was like, so I knew that I'd got the tickets, but I hadn't physically got the tickets.
Yeah.
And then but it wasn't until when we arrived, we met up with his team, and it was at that point, literally just before like Reverend and Makers came on stage, that they said like, "Rob's had a few ideas. This is what he's thinking. Would you be up for going on stage with him?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." So like it was literally dropped on me like about an hour before he went on he came on. So I was just like, "Oh, okay." They were like, "Right, so he'll perform Life Through a Lens. Then we'll whiskey backstage. He'll sing 2 more songs. After he sung Angels, he's going to talk about you. You go on the stage." I was like, "Okay."
Well, you seemed very at home up there. You seemed in the moment. You were. Are you used to being on stage?
Well, luckily, I've got a degree in drama.
Aha! I thought there was something.
Yeah, I've got a degree in drama, and I also belong to a local theatre group called Huddle Dramatic Society. So I am used to going on stage and being in performances and things like that. So,
that helped.
But not quite as many people. I joked to the guys backstage, and I was like, they were like, "Are you all right going on stage?" I went, yeah. I said, "I'm in a amateur dramatics. Like I did drama at uni, but I do amateur dramatics." I said, "I was in a pantomime at Christmas, but there wasn't this many people." And they were like, "Oh, okay." I said, "So walking on the stage doesn't bother me, but when I walked on and saw the amount of people, I was like, wow, okay, never going to see that many people on the stage before."
So the first time you actually met Rob was on the stage in that moment?
So that was a 100% genuine reaction, because like that was the first time I met him, and like he was just so lovely.
Yeah.
It was
he's
such
the
a moment.
nicest man ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really was so clever for them to do that with you, because honestly, it was such a moment. After all what had happened to you before that as well, it'd come, you deserved
full circle. It was amazing. It was one of my highlights of the gig.
But he was just, and like, I think he was genuinely pleased
Yes.
to meet me as well. Do you know what I mean? I felt like he really did, like,
100%.
appreciate, and like, I'd kind of like all the kind of promotion not promotion, but like all the kind of like stuff that I'd done.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd got nothing but good things to say about him, because why would I not? Do you know what I mean? It was like, so like, I was really like kind of like, and I wasn't, I mean, I know I kept dropping hints about the ticket, but like I didn't actually think that was going to happen. I thought maybe I might get a ticket to go and see him, but never dreamed that I would be stood on a stage with him and then get to spend time with him after the gig. That was like,
wow.
That was like, once in a lifetime, like unreal.
So you also met up with him afterwards as well?
Yeah.
How was that?
Again, he was just so genuine. So genuine, so humble. Just like, it was like he wanted to meet me.
Yeah.
Which I thought was lovely, because I was like, I'm just like you want to meet me? It was like, oh, okay. And he was just like, him and his team were just so like, so welcoming, and so like made you feel really relaxed and made you feel really special. And it was like, they just couldn't do enough for you. It was like, we just felt like, but he just wanted to sit down and have a chat. Which was just really nice, because I was like, obviously you have this idea in your head of what people who are famous are going to be like.
Yeah.
But he was just dead normal. Like, it was just, I mean, obviously you guys have met him, so know, and he just chats to you like we're chatting now. It's like, there's no edge to him.
No.
It's not like, well, I'm dead famous. There's no like, none of that kind of bravado. He's just genuinely really nice.
Yeah.
And I think that came through in the gig as well, because I think he did a lot of kind of more than I've kind of probably ever seen him do, to be honest, because I've seen him quite a few times, and I think he talked a lot more kind of openly and more sort of honestly this time round than he's ever done before.
Yeah.
About, how he felt when he left Take That, the struggles that he had, the things that have gone on in his life, his battles with addiction, how his wife supported him, how he's kind of turned himself around with his kids and everything. He was very open and quite humble when he was kind of like chatting between songs, which is like,
Yeah. Yeah, he said that he enjoyed those bits, especially.
Yes, he did. Yeah. I think you asked him what he was enjoying performing, and his answer was, I'm actually enjoying the stories in between. And I said to him, it adds such a level of context and meaning. And I mean, I think it's a new level of vulnerability for him, because he's always sort of worn his heart on his sleeve a little bit, but there's something different about it at the moment. We were talking in the interview, his performance is very, very authentic and very genuine, because it's not, and he struggles with it because he wants to be the showman. So there's a bit in his head always saying to him, I must move this way, or my face must do this. And so he's finding the Britpop performance is very different. But the fans, as you said, are loving it, and it's going down extremely well. And you're now part of history. You're part of it.
I know. I'm doing it. But because the 25th anniversary, it was a different Robbie. Because we went to go and we saw him do the 25th anniversary concert in Manchester.
Yeah.
And he played all the hits, and he was, he had his gold outfit on, and he was very much, it was Robbie the showman. Yeah. Whereas this was a different Robbie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was like, and like absolutely. Nebworth Robbie was Robbie the showman. That concert was unreal. Like, he was like proper performing. And I think like, whereas this was I don't know whether it's the size of the venue as well makes it different, because it's a bit more intimate as well. So he maybe feels like he can be, but he seemed, because I said to him, I said, you sound like the best you've ever sounded. And I said, I've seen you loads of times, and not to say that you sounded bad, because you never have done.
Yeah.
I said, but you sounded like your voice was on point. And he said, well, I've been looking after myself, and you can tell he looked happy.
Yeah, definitely does.
He seems like he's put his demons to rest, and he seems happy and content with his life and what he's got, and kind of like, you can see there's a difference. Whereas I think for quite a period of time he seemed a bit lost.
Yeah.
And he always looked sad. He always had, even though he was being the showman, he always had sad eyes.
Yeah.
And he always looked a little bit kind of, and like the albums like Intensive Care and stuff like that were very much about like battling with his demons.
Yeah.
And I think all that time when he was in America and stuff, there was a lot of like, all the conspiracy theory stuff that he kind of got into and all that kind of stuff. He kind of sort of lost himself a little bit. Whereas I think like he's gone back full circle now and he's back to kind of that kind of early days Robbie, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does, and he's written a fantastic album. I mean, we are a little bit biased, but it is just so good.
Yeah,
and I love the guitars and the thrashing drums and just that whole 90s sort of more indie pop type vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic, and you can tell he's enjoying doing it on stage as well. And like you say, when you've been a fan for a very long time, you can kind of see whether he's truly enjoying it or whether he's acting enjoying it. And I think we know he's truly enjoying it now. So,
well, that's it. And there's some really good like anthemic sort of songs that have got that catchiness that, you know, people will kind of, you know, because he has got so many like big songs in his back catalogue that like how can he possibly like do another one that's going to be as good as that? Do you know what I mean? And he has.
Yeah.
He's hungry for more, though. He told us in the interview that he wants more.
Yeah.
And he thinks he already should have had more. So he's so driven and motivated to develop more hits, and I'm sure he will. Do you have a favourite?
I
know that's hard.
I like No Regret is one of my favourites.
Yeah, it's classic.
I like that one.
Yeah.
But then in terms of like I don't know, it's hard because there's like different Robbie songs, kind of, because I think because he's been an artist for so long, there's like different Robbie songs fit into different times during your life. Do you know what I mean? And there's like moments that you kind of pin on those kind of. I mean, like going into like seeing him at Nebworth. I remember when he sang "Me and My Monkey."
Oh, love
and that is one of my best mate. It's her favourite song. She absolutely lost it when he played that. She was like jumping around like a lunatic. And like, you know, things like when he played like She's the One and the whole crowd are singing it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Monsoon is another one. Do you know what I mean? It's like songs like that are such like big tunes. And when you go and see them, like when you go and see him live and everybody's singing it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
Can't
like
beat it.
you can't beat it, can you? Do you know what I mean? But like, but I mean that even Life Through a Lens, like revisiting that album is like. But I remember going to see Escapology where he was hanging upside down.
Yeah.
Just like, you know what I mean? There's so many like crazy things that he's done.
Oh yeah.
And then like the Rudebox tour, that was another like that was like a totally different spin on Robbie. It was like there was like many different like versions of him. I think you can kind of like cherry pick all sorts of different like songs, and depending on what mood you're in as well. Because like Intensive Care is that's a fantastic album.
Yeah, it is.
You know, like Advertising Space and stuff like that. There's like the lyrics and like the kind of they're quite melancholy and quite kind of like thought provoking songs. Where then you've got things like Rock DJ and Let Me Entertain You, which are like it's like. He kind of covers all bases, doesn't he? It's crazy.
That's like, because sometimes people say to me, how can you listen to like Robbie so much? And I say, well, it's because he's got so many different types of songs and types of music that you can never get bored.
No, because all the albums are different.
Yeah.
They're all like, and they're all pinpointed to like obviously times in his life and how he was feeling and what he was doing. And like the stuff with Guy Chambers is different to the stuff that he wrote with other people later on.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, and then you go back to the old Take That stuff as well.
Yeah.
There's like,
it's
just mad.
So did you get to actually see Take That in the 90s before he left?
No, so I've because he asked me this and he was like, did you see us like back in the day? And I was like, well, no, because going to gigs then, like I was 14.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't something that you kind of.
Yeah.
It's like, I saw them like later on.
Right.
So when he gone solo, I went and saw like like I saw him, like I said, I saw him at Nebworth, I saw the Escapology tour, I saw the Reebok tour, so I saw like quite a lot of, but then I have been to see Take That as well.
Yeah.
But I saw Take That like when they kind of came back again.
Right. Yeah.
So
did you go to the Progress tour with Robbie?
Yeah, so I went to see the Progress tour when he came back, so that was amazing.
Yeah.
And I went to see Circus tour as well.
Yeah.
And then we're going to see the Circus tour again in June because it's the 15-year anniversary.
Yeah.
So we're going to see that because, funnily enough, my sister fainted at the Circus tour in Manchester, and then subsequently found out she was pregnant with my niece.
Oh.
So we're taking my niece to the Circus tour because it's 15 years and my niece is like going to be 16. So we were like, this is how we found out that you were coming into the world because your mum fainted while Take That was singing Relight by Fire.
Another full circle moment. Wow.
I know, yeah. So we were like, you've got to come.
That's funny.
This is like.
Does she actually like Take That?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I like my sister had Million Love Songs as her wedding song, so like.
Oh.
Did you not want to take your sister to the Wolverhampton gig?
She lives in Manchester.
Oh, okay. So
she couldn't get there in time, unfortunately. So my friend who lives in Wolverhampton came.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, there was a bum fight.
I bet there was.
Oh yeah.
How many tickets can you get? Well, just 2. I was like, if I could get more, I'll take everybody.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's been so good to hear your story.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. It is such a lovely story, and I'm sure 14-year-old you wouldn't have even imagined that this was going to happen.
No.
This time later.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I know, to think like me being a sassy 14-year-old shouting out a number. Some random cameraman for then 30 years later to actually end up on stage with the person whose number I shouted out is like.
Oh. It is crazy.
We're so pleased it happened for you anyway. And as you said, you couldn't meet a kinder person than Rob, so it was so nice of him to do it. And really pleased for you. So thank you for joining us.
No, thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks, Jemma.
Hi, I'm Robbie Williams, and you're listening to Robbie Williams Rewind with the Champions.
What a lovely story from Jemma. I mean,
amazing.
Full circle story that she didn't expect. Well, how old was she? 13, 14? I think 14.
She's 14, yeah. It's insane.
It's just, yeah. How lovely, though. How lovely. And what a lovely experience that she had.
Yeah.
You know, Rob's kindness showing out again.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, ladies, one question before we finish this episode. We wanted to talk about the Brits quickly, since that's just happened recently, and how amazing was Robbie's performance. What did you think? Lisa?
Oh, I absolutely loved it. Obviously, I saw yourselves the day before,
in Manchester,
talking about like what he was going to sing, and I still don't know what he was going to sing at that point. And yeah, I just thought like the whole thing was just such a great tribute to Ozzy. And I know that, you know, people are saying, oh, it wasn't the best vocal and stuff like that, but it wasn't about that. It was about why he was picked, because he was Ozzy's friend, he was a family friend, and, you know, how Ozzy had been there for him, and that was the whole reason he was asked to do it. So, but I thought his performance was fantastic. I really, really did. And I see a lot of other people saying the same thing. And some people are saying, well, you know, would Ozzy have sang Angels? No. So, you know, it was, he did a fantastic job, and yeah, very proud of him.
Yeah. Ellie?
Yeah, I agree totally with Lisa. And even the day after, I was like watching some, you know, kind of review videos from people. They are definitely more expert than myself, and not Robbie's fans, and they said he was amazing anyway. So yes, someone mentioned the vocals not being up to his level and etc. But as a performer as he is. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Yeah, it was really good. We waited 2 hours for that at the very end. Yeah, but yeah.
What an epic show though, all together. I mean, it was just an incredible production in the Co-op live in Manchester. And I thought his vocal was quite strong actually, because I think Robbie's currently in the best vocal form he's been in for a very long time. He's like really on it. And that song is quite hard to sing, I think. There's a lot of sort of rock straining in the voice and stuff. And he somehow did it just so well. And he also seemed quite in the zone, you know. And I would imagine that he didn't get a chance to rehearse it all that much. I wouldn't have thought, considering his schedule and everything. I know he was already in Manchester, but probably a couple of times at best, I would have thought, properly. And he was just so there, so present. I just thought it was, you can tell it meant a lot to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, he was on another level, I thought, with it. And it was very interesting to scroll through Facebook and see all of the like Kerrang magazine, talking about Robbie, because it was Aussie, but also being very complimentary as well. And you just think, I know that he would have seen that and absolutely loved the fact he was getting recognised for it. So
and it's about time, isn't it, that everyone was recognising him for the artist that he is, because he's had so much of a hard time, I think, over the years. And I hope now that people actually go, do you know what? I get why, you know, everyone loves Robbie, because I loved it.
And imagine that performance unlocks Britpop for people.
Oh yeah,
you know, good. Oh, well, I'll just go and see what Robbie's got.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I mean?
Like the floating voters, as Robbie often calls them, would be like, "Oh, hang on a minute, this is different," you know, and
because he has done kind of rocky type stuff a lot before, really, but you know, the general public see him as like an Angels singer.
Well, it's human nature to pigeonhole people, isn't it? To say, oh, they're a pop star, they're this, they're that. And actually, I think we've talked about it a lot on the podcast. He's so creative and so genre-defying or cross-genre. Actually, those people that think he's just one thing need to look back on his career and realise what he's done. I mean, it's phenomenal. And if the rumours are true, then there's more on the way. Well, we don't know exactly what style or genre, but
he said he's going to do something for him next, didn't he? So whatever that means.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what a moment! What a moment! I mean, I obviously it was a tribute to Ozzy, and Sharon, you know, chose him to do it. But what a perfect timed moment in the whole campaign of Britpop as well, and for Manchester, and just there was just so many dimensions to all of that. Just fantastic.
Yeah.
Obviously, there were a lot of comments saying, "Oh, it should have been Youngblood, it should have been Youngblood," but he's did the previous tribute.
Yeah, he did his own.
Well, he sung, the at the Birmingham show. He did that one, didn't he?
Yeah, and he did the Grammys perform. It was, wasn't it?
Did he do the Grammys?
He did the show in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'd already done a little bit of a tribute.
Yeah, it was nice to see not Youngbloods, as much as I love him. It was nice to actually not see him do it and to see Robbie do it and to hold his own.
Yeah, and he did hold his own.
And he did, yeah.
Cool, so I think we've talked all long 90s and covered the Brits, and we've heard from Jemma.
We have.
Yeah.
So thank you, both of you, for coming on the show. It is lovely to hear your stories and to make that connection back to the 90s. It's very appropriate to do that. And it was lovely to meet you both and have our photo with you in Manchester. That was nice to experience that together in the same room.
Very rushed at the end, that photo, because the security were trying to push us out the door.
Yeah, it was a bit hot and sweaty in that photo, but, you know, it captured the essence of the gig.
We should have done a before and after.
Well, yeah. My hair was all over the place, really, but yeah.
Mine literally was.
So join us for our next episode where we talk with Carl Brazil and Owen Parker about Britpop and their contribution and songwriting and involvement in the album. That's going to be cool. Thank you for sharing your stories, and we look forward to seeing you at more gigs in the future.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye.
Robbie Williams Rewind.